Headlines of this bulletin: the workshop to evaluate the first phase of implementing the project of building the spatial planning platform or SPP for short. Cần Thơ City People's Committee released the decision approving the investment guideline and the investor of Thermo Power Plant number 3. A mission group from Indonesia, the Philippines, and Cambodia makes a survey and medical checkup tours at tourism sites in Cần Thơ City and Hòa Hảo Cần Thơ General Hospital. Hello, and it's good to see you back here in this edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News today. On September 6, the World Bank and Cần Thơ City People's Committee jointly held the workshop to evaluate the first phase of implementing the project of building the spatial planning platform or SPP for short. Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Hồng attended the workshop. The project aims to develop an integrated spatial data infrastructure for Cần Thơ City to mitigate the risk of subsidence in the inner city, boost connectivity between the inner city and new urban zones, as well as promote competence of the municipal authority. As of now, SPP contractors have carried out transformation standardizing 25 data layers at the natural resources and environment, construction, and labor and values and social affairs departments. Cần Thơ City People's Committee has just released the decision that approves the investment guideline and the investor of Thermo Power Plant number 3. The project aims to build a gas turbine combined cycle plant to supply a stable source of power for the southern region in particular and the national grid in general, contributing to ensuring national energy security and power supply safety. The project is invested by Vietnam Electricity Group and has a preliminary investment capital of around 27,596 billion Vietnam dong, with its main plant covering 8.3 hectares located in Electricity Center in Phú Thới Ward, Upper District, Cần Thơ City. Its operational duration lasts until 2052. A 10-member mission group representing tourism associations of 3 countries, including Indonesia, the Philippines, and Cambodia, is making a survey and experiencing the medical checkup tours at tourist sites in Cần Thơ City and Hòa Hảo Cần Thơ General Hospital in 4 days from September 5 to 8, 2022. The new tour is being promoted in Cần Thơ and is jointly held by Hòa Hảo Cần Thơ General Hospital, Hiếu Tour Travel Company, Đông Hà Hotel, and facilitated by the Culture, Sports and Tourism Department and the People's Committee of Cần Thơ City. On this 4-day tour, visitors can both take a trip to relax and discover the beauty of the fluvial western land and be given health checkups by specialists with modern equipment at the hospital. Group members highly valued the preparation and quality of services supplied by Hòa Hảo Cần Thơ. This is the premise for the group to carry out performing this attractive tourism model in the strong recovery post-COVID-19 epidemic. In the 4-day holidays of the National Day, lasting from September 1st to 4th, Cần Thơ City received roughly 200,000 visitors, with tourism revenue estimated at 199 billion Vietnam dong. There was a 15% increase in the number of visitors and a 23% increase in revenue in comparison with the September 2nd holidays in 2019, when COVID-19 didn't occur. To solve the traveling demand on these holidays, tourist sites in Cần Thơ City generated a beautiful environment and interesting activities to attract visitors, while seriously observing COVID-19 control measures. In the meantime, there were many other activities taking place in Cần Thơ City that lured visitors. Examples were the National Sports Motorbike Race for the Cup of the Cycling Sports Motorbike Federation 2022, the second Composite Boat Race 2022, the Open Artist Exhibition and Competition. with them to create conditions for writers and artists to improve the composition quality themed The Armed Force Revolutionary War in 2022, the publishing house of the People's Army under the General Department of Politics under Vietnam People's Army, in combination with the Center for Arts Literary Composition under the Culture, Sports and Tourism Ministry, opened the Literary Composition Camp at Cần Thơ Composition House on September 6 morning. Participating in the composition camp are 15 members who are writers, poets, and literary researchers working inside and outside the Army from every corner of the nation. The camp, expected to last 15 days, helps members exchange literary works from different cultural lifestyles, especially those on war, affection of certain people, stories that are imbued with affection between soldiers and people, and the breadth of Mekong rivers. Distinguished works will be combined, published, and released nationwide. According to the Management Board of Cần Thơ Processing and Industrial Zone, in August, the total revenue of businesses operating in industrial zones in the city stood at $224 million, a rise of 59% against 2021. Of the figure, the industrial production value stood at more than $184 million, a rise of 81% against the same period of 2021. Trade service turnover stood at over $39 million, an increase of 3%, and export turnover more than $59 million, a rise of 123%. FDI businesses in the industrial zone got a revenue of more than $48 million, a rise of 105% against the same period of 2021. As of late August, businesses attracted more than 43,600 laborers, a rise of over 2,680 laborers against 2021. Định Môn Commune People's Committee, in combination with the Agriculture and Rural Development Chamber of Third Lines of Urban District, Cần Thơ City, have just registered to be recognized the 4-star ochre product for Đồng Tâm Idor Longan. Đồng Tâm Co-op, with 13 members, is blending 24 hectares of Idor Longan, and another 200 hectares is blended by its cooperative groups. In this year's Longan season, the co-op harvested around 30 tons of Longan, which is sold at a price of between 17,000 and 22,000 Vietnam dong. Deducting from cost, co-op members got a profit of more than 150 million Vietnam dong 1 hectare. The co-op is now connecting with Chánh Thu Fruit Import-Export Limited Liability Company to procure Longan, thereby creating a settled outlet for Longan growers. The Youth Union of Cần Thơ City Children's Hospital, Logistics Chamber under Cần Thơ City's Public Security, and the city's Vietnam Father and French Committee Thuận Hưng World Thốt Nốt Urban District have totally organized the Mid-Autumn Festival 2022 themed Happy Mid-Autumn Festival and given free health checkups and medicines for needy children in the world. At the festival, kids watch music performances and receive local leaders' regards and wishes. On this occasion, the Youth Union offered 200 gifts, each valued at between 150,000 and 200,000 Vietnam dong to poor kids in Thuận Hưng World. The gift consists of backpacks, notebooks, mid-autumn cakes, and lanterns. In the meantime, kids were also given checkups by physicians of Cần Thơ City's Children's Hospital and 300 rations of medicines to treat some common illnesses in kids. Last but not least, we have the updated weather forecast. The updated weather forecast also wrapped up this edition of Continuous. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website, kênh TV.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.